Hey, what is up guys? So today I've been talking to a bunch of my friends about what I want to see at E3 the next day because I am super hyped about a bunch of these games, and you guys I consider my friends, you guys my viewers, so I want to know what you guys are also excited about. Some of these games might not actually be appearing at E3, there's kind of like my hopes. I'm hoping to hear about some of these games, but anyways, I'll put a link down below in the description box if you guys want to check out some of the gameplay from some of these games that I'm hoping that we'll see at this year's E3. But anyways, this first game is called Shogo Mobile Armor Division. It was basically Titanfall back in the day, but this game's still, in my opinion, way better than Titanfall. It actually has a campaign mode that's a real campaign. But it's got mechs, you can enter the mechs and you can get out of the mechs. The mechs actually transform in this game, and there's more guns than just a carbine in this game. And if you're an anime fan, you'll love this game. It is an older game, just as a heads up, but it's still way better than Titanfall in my opinion. And it is made by Monolith. They've also made a game called Fear, and they've also worked on the game called Shadows of Mordor. Although, you know, definitely the department got fragmented, and you know, there's other people that weren't working on this game that work on some of the other stuff. But nonetheless, amazing game. If you're an otaku, you'll love this game. It has like everything that you've wanted in a game, and it's hilarious, and it's a pretty good game too. And it is pretty difficult on the harder setting, so if you're new to like, yeah, well, even if you're familiar with FPS, I don't recommend playing this game on hard because you will be really upset because the enemies can critical hit and kill you in one hit. It's really dumb, especially if you're playing the harder difficulties. You'll understand what I'm talking about, but nonetheless, an amazing, amazing game. Next up, this game is called Snatcher. It was actually made for the Sega CDs, and it was actually available on the PC as well. But this game is one of Kojima's earlier games. If you guys don't know who Kojima is, he's made Metal Gear Solid. He's also made Zone of the Enders, one of my favorite games of all time as well. But Zone of the Enders was going to be on this list, but I actually can't put it here. Zone of the Enders actually got an HD remake, and it didn't sell enough copies, so unfortunately, I know for sure that that game won't get a remake, at least not now, unless maybe they open up a Kickstarter page, because Kojima technically did leave. But this game, it's a point-and-click game. You can see they make references to Metal Gear and stuff like that. It was made on the Sega CD, like I mentioned before. It's a super, super rare game, so it's also very expensive. And even if you get your hands on it on the PC, it's difficult to get it running correctly, unless you're familiar with running older games, you know, on a newer PC, because it is difficult to run some older games. But this game, it's basically a point-and-click adventure, but the story in this is so amazing. Highly recommend you guys to watch the full playthrough. I'll put a link down below in the description box for this game, and you guys can check it out yourself. Like I said, watch the full playthrough. It's got an amazing story. It is for mature audiences, so there is naked grills in the game, but I mean, it's pretty pixelated, but I mean, we're talking Sega CD. This is ancient alien technology, and there's a lot of violence in the game. There's intestines, you can see a lot of blood and gore, but the story for this game is amazing, and it's more that I want an HD remake. Well, I want a, not an HD remake of like, I want a, how do I put this? I don't want them just to upscale the graphics, because, I mean, it was for Sega CD. I want them to remake the entire game. Same thing with Shogo, by the way, the game that I showed at first. I want a remake of these two games, because I feel like, you know, after so many years, the game kind of can deserve a remake. Not like one of those, oh, God of War 3 HD remake, oh, Devil May Cry HD remake, Halo Master Chief Collection. Like, the games, they upscale, they look a little bit better, but when you're talking about a game that's run on Sega CD, or like a really early PC game, I feel like these deserve these are real games that deserve remakes, and they're not really like cash grabs. I feel like if they made this like 3D, it would be an amazing game. It wouldn't be a sequel. I wouldn't mind if Shogo got a sequel, but this game, I don't think it needs a sequel. I think it needs a remake of the game, because the way that the game's oriented, I don't think it should have a sequel just because of the ending. Don't worry, I won't ruin the ending for you. It's an amazing game. It's 5 hours long for the full playthrough, if you know what you're doing, but highly recommend you guys, like I said, check it out. But it is mature audiences, so if your mom's there, make sure you close the door, put some headphones on, and you're looking at a really good movie to watch. Next up, as far as Yu-Gi-Oh games go, I want Konami to make a Yu-Gi-Oh game that doesn't make you buy all the cards over again, or just make it, or they just give you access to everything, because there is a new Yu-Gi-Oh game that is announced for Xbox One and PS4. I assume it's going to be one of those games where you just download online and that's it. Like, you know, you download it online, there's no physical copy. and you're gonna buy packs, of course, or they'll make it free, but you have to buy packs. And I really don't like that business model. And a lot of you guys, I understand, don't like that business model either. I think having the game free and then access to skins or deck sleeves or different backgrounds, that's cool if you want to pay for that. Like, I'm 100% okay with that. But when you're charging them to just basically play the game, when they give you, like, heck, dude, look at this, Almateur Wildheart. This is actually the game that I actually bought. It's called the 5Ds Decade Duels, and then they changed it later on to some other thing. But they upgraded it for free, but you still have to buy the real card, which I actually don't like. So I'm not really looking forward to the new Yu-Gi-Oh game, unless, of course, they're doing what I'm talking about. But I doubt they're going to do that. It does add pendulums, though. Next game that I'm hyped up for is actually Call of Duty Black Ops 3. Some of you guys know from the live streams, I love Black Ops. Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, those are the COD games that I enjoy. I really hated how Advanced Warfare in the rank section, they let you use like the Battle Inferno, the ASM1 Speakeasy. I think that's stupid. I was Masters in the Black Ops, not Black Ops 2, Black Ops 2 I was in the Master Division, and then in Advanced Warfare I think Diamond came after Masters. Whatever, I was in that division. It was the highest division that wasn't Grandmaster, and Advanced Warfare, because a lot of people that were in the higher section, they've been doing this basically you can hack the Xbox and you can get the points, man. You see it with JTAGs all the time, but it was like the top 200 players. So it's like basically hacks, or you can't get there. But yeah, the DDoSers are really, really high in like the rank section anyways. Obviously that's not like the game's fault for having DDoSers, but super looking forward to Black Ops 3, looking to trash talk and doing those challenging, those stream collab 1v1 quickscopes again once this game launches. And I love the campaign for Black Ops 1. I'm hoping it's as good as Black Ops 1 for campaign mode, but I'm pretty much just in the multiplayer for COD. Next up, this game that you're seeing, I'm not actually looking forward to Diablo 3, because, like, well, if they make an expansion pack for Diablo 3, I'd be interested in seeing that. But the game I wanted to talk about is actually called Lineage Eternal. Now, I can't show gameplay of the game for some reason. It's like, yo, bro, you can't show gameplay of this. I'm like, alright, sorry, YouTube, my bad. Had to remake the video. Because I decided not to do I could have just went into the thing, cut the video, re-rendered it out, but I'm like, nah, I do everything live. One take, one shot, mom spaghetti. But anyways, it looks very similar to this game. This game is Diablo 3 Reaper of Souls. I'm hoping that Diablo will release another expansion pack, but that'll probably be announced at BlizzCon rather than the E3. But, you know, you never know. But Lineage Eternal, I'll link it down below in the description box. You guys can check out the video. But it's a really unique action RPG, because what you're able to do with the game is you can actually draw on it. So it's actually meant for mobile, but you can actually play it on the PC as well. So like if I was to want to swing my sword in like an S shape, I can go on my tablet or whatever that I'm playing it on, or if I'm on PC, I just drag the mouse, and I can make it so that the character swings the sword in that way. Or if I'm using like a firewall, I can draw like the shape of the firewall, and I can like pinpoint stuff. It's really cool, and I feel like Diablo 3 didn't have enough innovating game mechanics to really keep me in the game, and they didn't really even try to risk anything. They didn't take enough risks, I felt like, in the game to make me want to stay, is what I meant to say. But nonetheless, it looks the same, and I actually like the art style of Diablo 3 a lot, but it actually looks very similar. I think Lineage has to beat Diablo, though, like as far as art style goes. Also, Bill Brown, one of the best composers ever. Speaking of good composers, Deus Ex is also another game, but we'll talk about that once we get to it. Anyways, oh crap, I didn't get that tab. Oh wait, no, we didn't get that tab. Damn, son. Deus Ex, super looking forward to that game as well. But I'm also super looking forward to God of War Ascension. This is, well, actually, we have no gameplay of Deus Ex. Mankind Divided anyways, so it's pretty irrelevant. But this is God of War Ascension. I'm looking forward to a God of War remake, because God of War is actually one of my favorite games, only because I love the hero so much. Like, even though Devil May Cry has better like weapon canceling and just amazing gameplay, God of War, it fills a special place for me because I just like the main character, because I really like Vegeta in Dragon Ball Z, like way more than Goku, just because he's more badass. There's no other way to put it. But Kratos is like way better because, you know, obviously Dragon Ball Z is less violent. You can't have like intestines coming out. Well, you can in some animes, but obviously Dragon Ball Z, you know, wouldn't ever have aired if they were like showing intestines coming out. But I just like the character, and there are way more jaw-dropping moments that I've had in any God of War game than any other game I've played. So I gotta give it to God of War. Looking forward to a new God of War. I don't care about some HD remake. They've already HD remake God of War 1. They've HD remaked everything except for Ascension, which is actually my favorite God of War game. But I want a new God of War game. I don't care if it's God of War 1.5, 2.5, 3.5, Ascension 0.5. Just make a new God of War game, but don't take another God of War game and upscale it, give us more FPS. I don't care about that kind of stuff. I don't care if it's 720p, 30 frames per second, although this game does run at 60. I just want to see God of War again because I love the way the game looks. I love the art style. I love the violence in the game. So I'm hoping there's another God of War. Also, I really want to play Deus Ex Mankind Divided, but there's no gameplay for that anyways, so I don't have any gameplay to show you. Hopefully, the next couple days we'll see some gameplay, but I'm more into that game for its actual story. But look, this game is just... The boss battles in this are just way too cool, not to mention. Next up, I'm actually really stoked to see some more gameplay from this game called Overwatch. It is like Team Fortress 2. It's made by Blizzard, although... I mean, it's the guys that made, you know, Diablo 2, World of Warcraft, Warcraft 3, StarCraft, Heroes of the Storm. Oh no, it's Heroes of the Storm. But, yeah, I'm looking forward to this game. The team is so big on Blizzard that it's not made by the... Well, at one point Activision was working with Blizzard, but for the most part, it's different people. But Blizzard has enough money, so like they're gonna make the game relatively good. Like most of Blizzard's games are successful, but for the most part, it's just a really unique game. And I'm super looking forward to the sniper class. You guys know I'm all about the quick scopes. This game, it looked like it was like Team Fortress 2 where you have to hardscope, but hopefully they'll add some type of mechanic that allows you to maybe get a perk where it's like you can quick scope in the game. But there's just so much uniqueness to this game, and I really like Hanzo is like the coolest looking character in any game that I've seen in a long time because he uses a bow instead of a gun, and he maybe one-shot people. Maybe the bow is the way to go. You can quick-scope people with the bow. That's pretty sweet, but I hope its accuracy is better than the one in the Black Ops 2. But yeah, super looking forward to this game as well. Next up, another Blizzard game. This one is StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. This game is an RTS. If you're unfamiliar with StarCraft, it's a super elitist game. It's an RTS, which means everything looks like ants, and you're basically a commander in the sky, and you kind of control these small units. I played so much StarCraft 2. I'm in Masters in multiplayer, so I'm kind of like done with the multiplayer section. Like, even though I'll probably play a little bit of multiplayer just for funsies, but getting competitive with this game is very difficult. But I am actually more excited about the single player, the campaign, in Legacy of the Void than anything else, because they do such a good job. Blizzard does excellent job at making fun RTS campaign modes, whether it was StarCraft 1, the Warcraft series. But if you guys have played Heart of the Swarm, oh my gosh, that campaign, that's the best RTS campaign I've ever played. And they try a lot of innovative stuff, and I really like how they try new things in a genre that's basically like StarCraft. I know there's like StarCraft, there's Command & Conquer, there was Total Annihilation. There was like a few RTS. There's very little RTS games because it's a very elitist. It's a very niche genre, I would say, and it's not very casual friendly at all. Especially if you're going to the competitive scene in StarCraft, very not friendly at all because the game is just so brutally hard. But yeah, I'm super looking forward to the campaign of Legacy of the Void. The next thing I'm looking forward to is a new Devil May Cry, not a remake. The HD remake all the Devil May Cry, just basically like they've done with the God of War series. We already had 1, 2, and 3 HD remake. We actually have 4, and we have a remake of the reboot already. It's like, Devil May Cry, where is Devil May Cry 5? Actually, screw Devil May Cry. Developers understand that there's something broken in the game, but if the players like it, they keep it in. They don't think that, you know, oh, let's just remove it. But I like that you can weapon cancel. I like all the like I said, the weapon canceling and the animation canceling that Devil May Cry has to offer. But last but not least, the most important thing is I want a sequel of Dark Messiah. Like, as much as I would love to see a Devil May Cry, that's actually like one of my favorite games as well. But Dark Messiah, Might Matter, best game of all time. I bought so many copies of this game. Some of you guys understand from the stream. I give away this game every time it goes on sale on Steam. I buy some more copies. I give them out to you guys because I want you guys to experience this game because it has an overwhelmingly positive review on Steam. But still, like this game doesn't have as many sales as Oblivion, which is the Elder Scrolls series. game that came out at the same time that this game came out. It was actually during the same year. This game came out first. It's way, way better than Oblivion. I still think this game is better than Skyrim. They're kind of technically different games because Skyrim and Oblivion, they're open world. This one is linear, but I promise you guys, this game is 1,000 times better. I'm going to do a Let's Play on this channel too because this game, it adds so many unique stuff. Like, you can use lightning inside water and it'll shock people, and you can freeze people, and you can throw people off. The physics in this game are awesome because it's using the Source engine. I would really love to see a sequel to this game more than anything in the world because there's supposed to be a sequel, but, you know, games don't sell that well. And the game has good reviews too, like, all across the board. Although it did get bad reviews on the 360, I never played that one, I had it for the PC. But I bought so many copies of this game that I think maybe if I keep on buying more copies, they'll make a sequel because I put too much money into the game. They're like, oh wow, or maybe they'll start a Kickstarter. Heck, I'll start a Kickstarter for them. I want a sequel to Dark Messiah, Might and Magic. I get so hyped up when I see this game. Like, look at that, he shrunk him and he steps on. It's like one of those like old school FPS games where there's a lot of secrets too. Like people can slip if they're running on the ice that you throw on the ground. There's just so many unique mechanics to this game, and I love it so much. It's the best game of all time, hands down. But I just can't say enough good stuff about this game. It's probably $10 on Steam or $5. But yeah, like I said, I bought more copies of the game, and I give them out all the time on live stream. Definitely pick up this game, or just try the demo that's on Steam. You'll play the demo and be like, wow, how come I haven't heard about this game? There you go, Asian showing you the best games in the world. But anyways, yeah, I did want to mention Deus Ex also, but there's no gameplay footage for that, so I can't actually show you guys that. I can show you the trailer for it, but it doesn't really matter. The gameplay in Deus Ex, I know the first one was pretty good, but Human Revolution, there was really nothing that like blew me away with that game. But the story is like, it's so good. It's that amazing sci-fi, and it's believable, kind of like how Time Clancy does it. But it's applicable to real life scenarios because I can totally see what's happening in Deus Ex, Mankind Divided, in real life. But anyways. Yeah, Dark Messiah, Might and Magic definitely needs a sequel, but I know I said it was a top 10, but I just couldn't leave this game out, though. I just couldn't leave this game out, because, you know, I'm a big volleyball fan, and that is because of DOA Extreme Volleyball 2. Heck, it was actually called DOA Extreme 2. They actually removed volleyball from the title. That's because, you know, I'm a huge volleyball fan, I'm a huge Lolicon fan, all about the beach, the outdoor... Dang, yeah, I'm just about the volleyball and the beach battles that you can do in this game. Super unique, super awesome gameplay. Wow, is that Sexy Beach 4 confirmed? But yeah, super into the volleyball for this game. But like I said, since I consider you guys my friends, I want to know what you guys have to say. Maybe we can have a conversation. Hopefully it won't be like Xbox 4 versus Xbox One. Honestly, I think they're both garbage because they should all be doing 4K at this point in time. I just think they should have just held off. Maybe Nintendo's smart, they're going to release the Wii U 2 and that's going to do 4K, and then the Xbox is like, oh crap. But anyways, yeah, super into the volleyball game also, but like I said, I want to know what guys, looking at these grills, got me so confused. Yeah, looking into E3 in the next couple days, what games are you guys excited to maybe hear about? Like, even though these might not be announced, whether you guys are interested in Call of Duty, which we obviously know is going to happen, or if you're interested in a sequel to a game that I maybe never heard of, or, you know, you just want to see a sequel to, maybe I can look at that game, we'll do some Let's Plays. Oh, ice cream dough. So, dang, this game is too good. I'm telling you guys, this is DOA Extreme 2. It's a very good game. Looking forward to the sequel of that. Hopefully they'll just remove the volleyball. Probably remove a lot of the other game mechanics that are completely unnecessary and just have them real gamings. But anyways, thanks for watching. Let me know what games you're looking forward to seeing at E3. Or again, the sequels to games that really deserve a sequel. But thanks for watching, guys. Asian Eyes, signing out.